Hello everybody, hi, welcome. Thank you so much for being here. We're going to do a collective timeless reading, so whenever this reading finds its way to you is the right time. Just keep in mind it's a general reading, so see which signs, symbols, ideas, messages resonate for you in your particular situation and help to bring you a little bit of clarity to whatever you're wondering, concerned, confused about. It could just broaden your perspective, show you something in a different light, or perhaps narrow your focus, show you something you could be missing. Maybe it was right there all along. In the end, always trust yourself. Trust yourself. That divine inner guidance is inside of you. And try to make balanced decisions between logic and intuition, so your decisions are sound and based in love for the highest and greatest good of everybody. So we're all uplifted with a little bit of love. We're going to begin with the power deck. This is the cards of wisdom. Let's get clarity for the collective, a little wise energy to start with. Let's see what God, Source, Holy Spirit, Christ consciousness, higher selves, angels and energies of love have for the highest and greatest good of all. Start with one card. Please. Thank you. We have two. Wow, look at these horses. There's like wild stallions. It looks like there's horses on like Asseteague, Chincoteaque. It's like Delaware-ish, somewhere there. And these wild horses just run, they actually run back and forth from the island. There's like a time where the tide is really low and they go to the different island, but they just sort of like hang out. There's wild horses. But it makes me think of these, look at these stallions. What is this? A stream, a waterfall. It's coming from like, you know, it makes me think of like Hawaii. I just thought of Victoria Falls. That was a very specific waterfall. But when I think of Victoria Falls, I think of, I think it's called the Devil's Pool. It's just this area that you go to where the water is calm, and you can kind of like sit on the ledge, but then you look over this like gigantic freaking waterfall. So it's, I don't know, maybe if you've been there, oh, I wish I could have gone with you. What an amazing experience that must be. If you've never seen it, maybe just look it up on YouTube. It's called Devil's Hole, Victoria Falls. It's also flowing into the universe. I'm getting maybe power in numbers with this one, and kind of let it flow. I just heard Toni Braxton. Just let go. Let it flow, let it flow, let it flow. Just let it go now. Wow. I think that's her Secrets album. What is this? Flow and force. Number 6 and number 24, which is also a 6. So it's all about a little love. We have the south, the north, the south, white and red. Those are the colors. Oh, I didn't realize there were so many words with this. Let's look at the picture first. So these horses, look at this. Like they're all going the same direction. I feel like you can just hear them, how powerful these horses are. They're running through the water. I just feel like it's wild and free. Maybe it's taming a wild horse, a wild stallion. Because horses, I mean, oh, the horse, just such a perfect creature. And it's amazing. Sometimes you can have a horse and it's this huge animal with so much power. And yet you can put the tiniest little girl or boy on that saddle and they can completely control that horse. It's like there's this energy flow between you and the horse, and it just feels you. It's not really like heel. It's not that. It's like, even when you don't even, some horses are different. Some are stubborn. They're all a little different. They're all different personalities. So some you might have to like control a little harder or break in. But usually if a horse is well trained and in sync with its rider, like when you want to slow down from gallop to like, just like a little walk, you actually just, that's all you have to do. You just like settle your energy and it feels you and responds. And then it starts to know, like, you want to go that direction, you kind of just look over there and it kind of goes. I mean, horses are so amazing and they're so part of the earth. Like, you could have the woods and you have a badass ATV or your badass Hummer truck, but then let's just say a tree fell down in the way and like, oh man, either have to get some chains or like figure out that situation, go around a different way. But a horse can kind of just go right over it. Like they're meant to move with how nature changes. Maybe some of you are really into horses, or you understand how special they are, like a majestic animal. Maybe some of you do something with animals, like big animals, like farm animals. It's funny when we had when our one horse Elvis ended up passing away. He was really, really old. He was an old horse, and he fell. I don't really want to get into the details, but when we called it's like the travel vet, the people that can come to your space, because we can't really bring a horse to the vet. They come over and they help you with that situation and try to get him up. He fell, he hurt his leg, and they try to get him up. And it was funny. It was the two tiniest little ladies that came. Even our like horse shoer is like kind of a little man. Like, it's not like a big powerful thing that needs to. So maybe it's like not a forceful energy. Maybe it takes a gentle energy or just the right kind of energy to handle something. It's weird. Like, those huge animals and these two tiny little ladies like helped get this horse up. So maybe it's not about how big you are. It's about how big you are, how confident you are. Let's see. What does it actually say? Let's see what it says. Force lives in your will and comes from your intent. Life is a process of pulling back your bow, aiming your arrow, choosing a target, and shooting. The degree and quality of the force from which you choose your target and shot determine your power and your success. Force is built up through your integrity of purpose, your physical tuning, and your balance of spirit and mind. By naming your act of power, you create force. Thoughts are things. Follow your innermost passions in life. Empower your will and your strength of force by manifesting your secret dreams. So this is something that you've kept secret. Maybe you've felt how, maybe you've trying to get that inner strength up, the inner confidence, but you have a will to have something. It's like a secret dream. Maybe you haven't told anybody this, or maybe you've just told, one person you trust, but it's maybe that dream that's ready to come true. Really putting your power into something that's like, it could be really ambitious. It might be really difficult. It might take a lot of strength. You might have to jump over a bunch of logs, go up and down a mountain. I just think of how those horses, like a long time ago, went out west and those gigantic mountains, like really steep hills. How did they do it? Now I'm thinking of goats. I always go to goats somehow. Like how the goats can balance on like a little tiny ledge up there and in a tree. It's a goat. It's so weird. So maybe you're doing something where you're kind of unique, or you're able to do something that looks miraculous. Or maybe this feels like too good to be true kind of dream. Maybe it's just getting a little clarity, really like focusing on your target, getting the right amount of tension. Maybe that's somebody giving you a little pusharoo, or you giving yourself a little pusharoo to just try. Just try. You know, if you're doing something where it's coming from your, like your true soul, like your spirit is calling you to do something, maybe you just have to write down those goals first. Like write down, what are things that I've always wanted to do? Where are places I've always wanted to go? What are things I've always wanted to try? And then see which of them feel the most attainable first. Maybe make a plan. And then this one is flow. So here you have, I mean, I wanted to say an iris. I don't really know what kind of flower that is. It kind of looks like a, what is that? Why can't I think of my flowers? I don't know my flowers, guys. But I don't think it is that. Maybe it is. An orchid. How the orchid has like, it needs very specific, like a very specific environment to grow. How beautiful and delicate they are. This might be something else though. If you know what that flower is, please put it below. And then this beautiful waterfall. It just feels like energy. It's not just a stream or a babbling brook. It's like energy. It's almost like power here. How powerful a waterfall is. Even when I think of like a little waterfall, you know, little rapids, I feel like it's a filter to move over the big rocks easier, to move over something which would be an obstacle with ease. Just gliding through something, but you're gliding into a new universe here. Something that comes on stability, but it's this just makes me think of like, good morning, like a flower. Maybe somebody's getting flowers, or you're learning, you know, a special flower that somebody likes, or they learn that about you. This is the south and it's red. The flower of your being begins to bloom when you move through the flow of life. This is the process of letting go and moving your consciousness out of your mind and into your body mind, your shaman center, which is an inch or two away below your navel. It's your solar plexus. Feel your receptivity as you become still. Watch the waterfall flow. Is that your solar plexus there? It could be your root chakra. It is red. Maybe your solar plexus is a couple inches higher. Be serene, at ease, and totally within your power. And let the waterfall of life work for you, becoming like a twig carried on its rushing surface, becoming one with the water, dissolving the senses of your mind and living totally in the instinctual nature. Let go, relax into the eternal flow. It makes me think of really amazing active meditation. I think of dance. When you're just in a song, in the music, in the rhythm, in the moment, and you just kind of forget what everything is out here, but you're also in tune with your body. If it's something more gentle for you, it could be like yoga that gets you mind-body connected. Maybe some of you need to start to do something physical, whatever that is for you. To just kind of change up your energy, fire different muscles. Just makes you feel good. But it's also allowance here, allowing something to flow down the river. You know, maybe not always having to catch up to something. Yeah, or if something was like left behind, maybe you're moving a little faster than something else. But it's, if you're a leaf, you know, on top of it, it's like you just glide over all these obstacles. So just go with the flow. Don't push anything. Trust. All right, let's pull a couple of tea leaves. This is that huge deck of cards. So I don't think I can hold them all at once. I don't think I can. I think it's too many. Yes, I have to do it in half. So let's do half, a few, and then the other half. Let's just get a couple of messages. Clarity on power, force, flow. Oh my gosh. Didn't I mention the goat? Well, I guess it's not quite a goat. This is the ram. It's close. It looked like a goat. But it's the ram. So sheep, maybe this is your Chinese astrology. It's a stubborn, aggressive person. So maybe you were not going with the, the river. You were someone else. It's just kind of like resisting, trying to, tow your line to the shore, not go with where your soul is wanting to go. Like, no, I want to stay here. I like this little place. So you could be dealing with someone really stubborn. Could be button heads with yourself, button heads with somebody else. This force, maybe somebody's being a little forceful with their opinions. What fell? Okay, let's see. We have a lion. Time to act. Time to do, to move, to step into that powerful energy that you are. Be prideful in a positive way, like positive pride. Maybe you're finding your pride. Isn't that what they call the lions? A tree and a tent. Okay, so you have a temporary situation. Maybe if there was a pause or stubborn energy or something weird or something, I don't know, it could be good going on in that tent. Whatever it is, a little camping situation. You have your time, it's there, and it's gonna change. Something's gonna, eventually have to take down this tent and continue along. And then you have the tree, affairs with your family. So some of you are having like changes, or maybe someone's stubborn in your family, or you're being stubborn about something, or changing, or opinions, or butting the heads, or figuring something out, or branching out, having some beautiful family moments, a nice dinner, going to the movies, going camping. But this is a central theme going on with this, and it's also chosen family. Some of us don't have, big families or anyone that's like blood relatives. So it could be your chosen family. Some of you have huge families. Let's go to, where's the other one? I'm going to go to the other deck, but I'm going to show you this because it was staring at me. The bouquet, compliments from an admirer. Someone's recognizing something you're doing. Maybe that's the flowers. And I see flowers. Sending you a bouquet, maybe a little gift out of nowhere. I mean, it's somebody that's admiring you, but sometimes compliments are just sweet little things that we think in our head and let out, or you should. If you're thinking something like sweet or awesome about someone, you like their shoes, you like their voice, you think they're pretty, you think they're handsome, you think they're funny. You like their stories, whatever it is. I like your coat. It's really nice. Like, just little things like that bring a little sunshine into people's world. So maybe somebody's bringing that little sunshine into yours, complimenting maybe something simple, maybe something that really means something. Like, wow, really? Like, someone noticed that? And maybe that gives you a little bit of encouragement. Let's go to the other half, see what comes out. Clarity on bouquet, tree, tent, lion, and ram. Isn't there, I could be really wrong on this. I kind of remember a Disney cartoon when I was little, and it was like, Lambert, the sheepish lion, Lambert. Oh my god, I'm gonna totally look that up when I stop this video. It was like the sheepish lion. Wow. How the things that come together. And so maybe somebody wasn't stepping into their power. They're actually like, I don't know, they get along with energies that are really different. Maybe this one's really stubborn, but this one's really powerful, but it's like gentle, like really gentle, and somehow they're like really good together. Maybe your pack isn't with other people, or your pride isn't with other people like you. Your flock, is it a flock of sheep, I think? Or what are sheep? Flock? I'll look that up too. So maybe you're, you know, it's really different energies that actually like help each other, but it's like opposites in one another as well. A few more messages for the collective. I have to be kind of gentle with these. I feel like that one wants to come. What's that one? Because they all come out. Oh, success. All right, so something was a temporary situation, or you weren't sure of an outcome. You're gonna have some success, a success in a situation. You're getting back on track, going with the flow. For the collective. I hear that thing in my head now, like that Lambert. Oh. We can get maybe just one more. They're not flipping. Maybe that was it. There we go. We got one more. Nice. Two more. The mountain and a carrot. So the mountain, that's like that climbing the mountain. When I see the horses again, a major challenge to overcome. But I feel like you have the right energy. You're the right person for the job. You're the right horse for the mountain. You're the right lion. You know? So, I mean, this doesn't mean it's easy, but sometimes the hardest things we do make us feel the best. You know, when you really, like, if you're like, do something, and I'm getting like, you run a marathon, or like a triathlon or something like that, or you have a goal and then like you've trained, or maybe you just tried it out. I always see like one of those obstacle courses where they can climb crazy stuff. So maybe you don't have any training at all, but like trying feels really good. And if you succeed, a challenging situation, just, I mean, you have success here. It just feels like a really good goal to reach. It feels like you're really proud of getting through that thing. Now I just see this big mountain and that waterfall. And this is an opportunity or a windfall. Maybe not a waterfall, but a windfall. Oh, I like the carrot. Makes me think of those like weird little wild carrots there are. You can tell by the top, but then you pull them out and they're like that big. Opportunity or windfall. So you have an opportunity to pull something out. You're gonna find that it's like maybe not as big as you thought, or maybe it's really big carrot under there. But it's something that's a little bit hidden, but you can discover it. So you do have to like put some energy into getting in the dirt a little bit, and then cleaning something off, and then, I don't know, I just see, like I just see like a sport drink, or like carrots and hummus. Sorry, I'm going like really normal with that. But opportunity, like something can come in all at once, or you have to reach in and pull out that opportunity and do something with it. Let's move along to the tarot. Which one do I want to use though? Well, I grabbed this one first, so let's go tiny tarot. This is the Universal Celtic. Sometimes I like having these tiny cards. Clarity on the carrot, the mountain, the lion. Success, tree, tent, bouquet, windfall, waterfall, power, and flow. Start with one card for the collective. Overall base. situation or the way to look, a little wisdom, some light. And there's our light. Here it is, the sun. Oh, it's so pretty. I like how this buck has like, looks like lavender on it. Like fields of lavender. I mean, the sun is success. It's going with the flow, moving with changes, having the biggest personal power and spiritual downloads, really rising to the occasion, grabbing an opportunity, finally seeing your way. If something was in the dark, it's not going to be anymore. Like beaming sunshine through everything you do, and people are attracted, and like I'm getting like helpful and curious and just like responsive in a really positive way to you. Maybe you're beaming so much beautiful sunshine, like you're turning on the sunshine. I feel like instead of the cloud, the dark cloud following you, it's like a happy little sunshine moving. Even when this card is upside down, it's still going to come back around. The sun is always there. It's always going to come back. It's always another opportunity. It's always shining a light of brilliance on whatever else is going on right now in your world. It's going to feel warm and inviting and loving. It's like really being yourself. Maybe discovering something about you never knew. Clarity on the sun. Major Arcana 19. Maybe something on the 19th is important. Or 119. And the Knight of Cups. So it has to do with a message that involves your heart. A chance to love, a chance to experience really deep emotions. It has that horse. Look at the horse. It looks like those other horses. It doesn't look, he's not like riding on the horse, like trotting on over like the other ones. It's like something's galloping towards you, or you're like really galloping. Or is he on it? He's on it, but it's like a blue spiritual horse. This isn't a normal opportunity. This isn't a normal relationship or offer of love here. This is deep. This is like the experience that hits many levels. I mean, he's not the king yet, so he still has to experience something, or somebody really wants more moments. Maybe they had one spiritual moment. They're ready for more. It's a water sign. It also looks like he's under the water. It's like a, I don't know, look. Looks like it's under the water. It's like a water horse. Which makes me think of a seahorse. I think they mate for life, and I think it's also the males that carry the babies. So maybe a real nice balance between masculine and feminine, being really, really strong, but still nurturing and kind. Wanting to grow more. I would say like he has this, he doesn't just want to invite you to dinner. He wants it to be an experience. This is like an experience for you. It doesn't have to be a relationship though. It's just a beautiful emotional experience that makes you feel just so loved. Or you just so love doing it. You want to do it again. Maybe upside down, that knight is a little too pushy. He's really excited about something and maybe not like, being discerning that somebody else might need a little whoa Nelly. Whoa there. Let's start on, let's start with coffee. or it could be that he's, I don't really get that he's like the Knight of Rods, like in and out, but maybe he's wishy-washy, a little bit too back and forth with what he or she is processing emotionally. But that Knight upright is so powerful. Or it's that person able, like, not really, you know, it's confident. It's really trusting that your emotions are driving you forward to the place of love. And, like, there's not an overpowering of this big spiritual animalistic side of you. It's working together with it. Clarity on the Knight of Cups and the Sun. The Fool. Wow. This is a leap of faith. Ooh. I mean, maybe you do have some abundance coming towards you. We got this cute little gnome here. That's like a little, like, what is that? I don't know. The little, it's like the little flowers. I mean, look, it looks like a hat. It looks like something a hummingbird would get nectar from. And you're going over the rainbow, so maybe there's some gold. It looks like he has gold on his shoes. Like I just heard the Midas touch. Huh. Maybe it starts to be that everything you touch is gold, or like really starting on a brand new adventure, relationship, partnership, journey. Like this is deciding to do something new, brand new. You've never experienced this before, but you're open to all possibilities. You're like looking around at everything, or this person like in wonder. Wow, what's that? I want to know more. It's like a discovery. It could be a self-discovery too. You're like walking on this rainbow. It's like magic is just like, you know, with the Fool, the normal Fool, it's like at the edge of the cliff, and it has a little dog there, and it's a little like sticking packet of whatever it's bringing, its little like backpack, you know, and it's like ready to jump off this cliff. But here it's having that faith that there's something under you, that your bridge will be like mended, or a path will be made for you if there's not something there. I'm getting like a job created for you even. Maybe you're the first one to ever have a certain position, but there was like something was made just for you. Maybe you made it happen. Maybe you invested the right time or energy or conversation, love into something that like you find this magical rainbow path. Or maybe it's just taking a step and trusting. What is that movie? Like Indiana Jones? I think it's the one with the Holy Grail. And like he gets to the cliff and he can't get across, and he just has faith and he takes a step, and there's like a magical illusion of something he can actually step on. He just had to have faith in something. When this guy is upside down, it's kind of being a dumbass. Like doing something that is obviously not good or stupid, or, you know, not thought through. Like, you know, if this is upside down, like if something's not good. So trust that. But it is reminding you that you should take some chances. It's a new start. It's a new journey. What's here? Oh my gosh. Well, I was talking about the Knight of Wands. I guess he wanted to come on out with this Knight of Cups. So here we go. We got some experiences coming on through, but this is the one that's like, yep, he's on his like magical unicorn horse, which is nice because the unicorn shows up for those who are pure at heart. But this unicorn has like golden hair. He's a wands, but he is on land, and he's actually not going fast. The night of your heart's moving faster than the passion part. So maybe the love actually starts beaming first before the sparks started going. He's kind of gentle and taking his time. I actually thought when I pulled this first it was going to be the Knight of Pentacles, or when I saw it I thought it was the Knight of Pentacles. He looks like he's kind of just trotting along, not even trotting, just walking on the horse through the magical forest of flowers on his unicorn. I mean, it is the Knight of rods, the unicorn. I mean, this is like the passionate knight, the one that gets really excited, man or woman, but it's allowing that passion to flow through you. It's also creativity, allowing those fiery urges and sparks. Wasn't that this too? The root chakra, that would be this night for sure. Like getting really excited to have that kind of adventure, to have a experience that feels like you're just rolling around in awesome pleasure. But it's also getting your hands into things that are really creative and you're making something happen. He's fast, upside down. He can be the player. He could be the player. I just thought of, what's that? I don't want to be a player no more. Big pun. Wow, that was weird. I'll be playing no more. Let me hear it. So upside down, do be aware of this. This could be somebody like rushing in, giving it all, and then just taking it away. Who gets kind of bored easily, gets a new passion. You know, something else that gets him or her excited. So if it could also be like somebody or you that kind of starts a project and it's a really good idea and then just kind of like doesn't finish it to the end. Like you didn't make it complete. So, you know, these are both knights. They're not the kings or queens, you know, so you have to, you know, see it to the end. You have to continue to have this passion and emotion and stuff into something to have it really bring the success. But whatever you're passionate about, you know, it could just be these things here. The things you thought of that you never did that make you a little excited. You're going to have a lovely situation. It's going to really like warm your heart once you do it, once you have that experience. This is shining a light on something you do need to pursue. This is the pursuing, the knights. Somebody could be pursuing you, or it's you pursuing something else. Look at how long the tail is on this horse. There's a lot of golden. It just looks like a magical little place in the forest. Like the forest, even in the day, can be dark. So if you have the sun here it's open. But there are these little places where like the sun beams through and like warms just a little area, and the grass or the ferns actually grow different because they get a little more sunlight than other places. So maybe there's one place that needs a little more warmth, gets a little more growth than something else. Kind of a side note. All right, well, I have the Thelema. I used to use this all of the time. And I haven't actually looked at it in a long time. So let's go to the Thelema and get clarity on the two knights. The Knight of Wands, that's fire sign. So Aries, Sagittarius, Leo, and the water sign is Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, but it could be an energy, not necessarily an astrological sign. Clarity on the Sun, the Fool, taking a leap of faith. I mean, you're going to have success. You're not doing this leap of faith in the dark because you have the Sun. You have like this, I don't know, I just keep like the spiritual energy, or like something really deep, not just a surface level situation, like really like wanting to move. And this like magical freaking unicorn. Lion, the ram, the carrot, the tree, the tent. Clarity for the collective. These could be two different people too. Instead of like the combo of the knights, it could be that that's two different people. One sort of the fiery energy and one sort of the romantic poetry musician, you know. I see like a musician, like somebody getting on stage and you're just like, oh, like all the girls liked Elvis, or you know, somebody singing even like a sad song and you're just like the other one's a little more like I don't know, now I see that person doing an obstacle course. Maybe a little more like a rock star. Okay, clarity for the collective, please, and thank you. The Two of Swords. Oh, good, I don't have to cover anything. She's covering herself. This is making a decision. Choosing. You could be choosing between two different situations, or choosing which situation to do first. If it's all those beautiful things that you thought of that you want to try. I mean, you can't see everything because you're blindfolded, but she looks really comfortable. I mean, she's out there, kind of in the dark, on the beach. You know, only half of her clothes on, holding these cold, big swords. So sometimes the Two of Swords comes through, so you make a good decision. So, you know, you're not a dumbass, like the Fool. You know, like, you know, something's, maybe it's better to do this first or that. It's like going back and forth, but you're holding something close to your chest. You're trusting that you're going to figure it out. It's like maybe a little bit of protection on your heart. Your throat is open so you can speak. You can't ask for help. It's like you're navigating something without seeing it. But it could be somebody else trying to make a decision, trying to make the best decision. Let's get another card on the Two of Swords. Upside down, it's like refusing to make a decision when you know what to do. What is this decision about? Having peace, the decision to recharge your batteries. This could be that, you know, where your body-mind thing comes in because you're meditating. It could be yoga. You're laying one thing down, but you're gaining some creativity because it's 3 here, like shining above you. That's creative energy flow. This is peace and rest, meditation, sleep, healing. Deciding how to heal or how to rest or how to have this into your world of balance. Clarity on the 2 and the 4 of Swords. It's swords, so it's a lot of thinking. It's mental energy. Being at peace with your decision. Somebody else being at peace with their decision. Or needing a little healing before they can decide. Or healing after they finally decide. So if somebody's leaving a situation, they're going to need a little space of healing, readjustment, recovery, feeling at peace with what's changed to actually dive on into something new. It's not just like I'm getting like the, I don't know, what is it called? What is it called when you like have a breakup and jump right into something else? There's a name for it, I can't get it. So there has to be that little space of recovery. If that's a relationship, if that's a job. I know, let's see if she's gonna bark or not. Let's get one more card for you guys. The Hermit, turning on your inner light. So you do need some alone time first. Maybe before this big start, or maybe because this energy is coming on in. The Hermit is like a Virgo card. They can teach because it's like the wounded healer. They've been through situations and scenarios that they've learned from and gained. Hold on. Rose, I'm sorry if that's loud for you guys. I don't want to pause the video because I like to keep these natural, but hopefully that's not too loud on your device. I mean, this Hermit is older. He is holding this rod, but he's using this passion to actually support him or her. It's usually Virgo energy, and his light. Rose, come here. Come here. I know. I understand you're doing your job. Okay. I'll show you what's at the bottom so you see it. I'm going to take a little pause-a-roo. I'll be right back. And I'm sorry for the little delay in my Rose's little barkaroo session, but she's doing her job. Thank you, I appreciate that. So with the Hermit, I mean, you might just need a little space to process get things clear, to organize yourself. There's a lot going on out here. It's just coming back to center, coming back to you, perhaps communicating that you need a little rest. You got to figure something out. You need to like see something. I mean, you got the light, you have the sun, so you are going to figure something out. The sun is going to shine a light on something. And when the Hermit comes through, it's your inner light. It's your wisdom. It's recognizing all of your experiences and your blessings, your lessons, having self-awareness on what you need to do differently and change. Rose, come on over here. Little temptation, come on, up here, come on. No, come on, up. She's so focused on what's outside. Come on, good girl. Let's see if she starts doing the squeaking thing. I know, you're doing your job. I appreciate it. I do. I love you very, very much. So, maybe somebody else is turning on their inner light. Usually they are a guide to others to help them turn their light on. They can show them the way a little while, but eventually somebody does have to do it on their own and make a decision. But if this is just communicating that you need a little space and some, so somebody doesn't take you not being there personal, then maybe just say, hey, gonna turn my phone off for a little while. I'm going silent, I'll be back. Or maybe just understanding somebody just needs a little bit of space to figure something out, and they're gonna come back shining bright with new knowledge and wisdom, shining this light everywhere they go. What was at the bottom? It was a magician, wasn't it? And we have this magician that's telling you there's something you need to start manifesting. Get off the fence here. Eventually make a decision. You're free to move here. You don't have to sit down there forever. If this Hermit is doing too much alone stuff, it's time to come out of hiding. Wait. Quick response. And talk about what you love. Talk about what you're passionate about. Maybe somebody else brings you out of hiding, turns on that little flame inside of you. Here you're just making magic. You're making things like flow. They're like floating in the air. It's also kind of like the same person. They're both kind of in the cave. In your little space. This is taking all those beautiful ideas and dreams you have and starting to make steps to make them reality. Putting them into your everyday world one step at a time. This is not being afraid to fail. Sometimes the magician has to try this bunch of different ways for it to work out. Once it works out, you're good. It's not fooling yourself. This is trying to I heard pull the rug out from under yourself, or maybe somebody else, but trying to trick somebody into doing something. This is that's not believing in yourself, or not believing in your product, or not believing in that true beaming sun inside of you. You can manifest magic. You just have to jump on your magical spiritual horse and maybe somebody else is on their unicorn and start to run together, run free, go with the flow, really feel powerful and at ease, riding over all those big mountains, things that were obstacles before. I wish, I was going to say, I hope somebody brings you this bouquet of flowers. I hope you have a beautiful day. I hope this reading was helpful. I love you so much. You're so special. Thank you so much for being here. And I'll see you soon. Bye.